everybody, and welcome to the show. So happy you could join us. Now, my next guest coming on, I'm looking at her emails, I'm doing some research, looking at her website, and it says, I was ready to throw in the towel. And then something happened, and I want to know what happened. So please welcome to the show, my grace, Monica. Are you there?
I'm here. Hi. Thank you for having me.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So I want to dive into this before I get back and know you a little bit more. On your website, it says, I was ready to throw in the towel. What happened? Talk to us about that.
Yeah. So my late 20s, I moved to Canada, not speaking English, and I expect to learn English like in 3 months. What was like crazy. It took me 2 years to learn the language. I got a job at the first 6 months, and I couldn't answer the phone. I could barely understand the language. And I don't know how I managed to go through that. And then I got growing in my career here. I got working exactly where I want to be and learn the language. My ex-husband that came with me, he didn't adapt it here. That was my dream, not his dream. He ended up going back to Brazil. I'm from Brazil. And then I stayed by myself here, and I started this journey of personal development, and I created a blog. At that moment was, I'm stuck in life. I don't know what to do. I have a great job, but that's not really what I was born to do. I don't feel like fulfilled. I don't know how to do anything else. And I kept looking to the past to see what I was able to create in my life. That's when I felt that stuck, and I was ready to throw the towel. I wasn't happy. I was not living the life that I want to live. And I had a daughter, and I was on my own. I had a lot of thoughts about that, being a single mom. So I spent probably 2-3 years, pretty rough years, feeling stuck, and that I couldn't move anywhere, and I just had to accept life as it was, without being where I wanted to be. And I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe I could change things. I believe single moms, they struggle. That's my life, and let me just accept it. So I spend a lot of time like that.
So let's go back then. Before you came to Canada, growing up in Brazil, the little girl in Brazil, what was that little girl like? What was she thinking? What did she want to become?
That little girl wanted to be a ballerina. Yeah, I spent many years dancing, and that was my passion until I had problems with my legs, and I had to stop dancing. That little girl became an IT specialist working for banks. I really loved that career, and I was doing really, really well in Brazil.
Mhm.
But I wanted more. I want to experience a new culture. I want new things. I want adventure. That's why I came here.
Okay, because when we think of Brazil, we're thinking about the party, the entertainment, the lifestyle, the beauty of Brazil, and what's new. And then you want to come over here and try something new and try something different. So when you came over here, tell us the difference, the shell shock, because the weather, the climate, the hustle, the bustle, the differences. Tell us how it felt.
Well, first, I was in São Paulo. I came from São Paulo in Brazil, which is a huge city. So when I moved to Toronto, I'm like, where are the people in the city? I'm like, there is no noise. This is so quiet. It's so peaceful. It took me good 2 years to adapt to that. I'm like, there is no people in here. How are we going to make friends? Like, nobody. The streets are empty. That was one thing that I felt it was hard for me. And the other thing, the weather. At the beginning, I'm like, I can't believe what is happening to my skin here. Everything burned. I'm like, I can feel that I'm doing my digestion. This is so cold. But I was curious with the cold. And the snow to me was the most beautiful thing in the whole world. I was so fascinated with the snow. My ex-husband hated every second. He was the guy that likes to play soccer, being outside, and the code for him did not work. And the language, he was unable to learn it. He tried, he struggled so much. I struggled too, but I was more open. I volunteered 2 hours away in an art gallery so I could speak more with people.
Mhm.
And so I was paying to volunteer pretty much.
Yeah.
But it was so fun and it was a great experience. I got reference from that volunteer job, and he was not willing to go that extra mile, right? So for him was harder, and I understand that. Brazilian people, the cold here, they don't match too much. I love the cold though. I love the cold.
Yeah. But
So
then what happened to like the beach and walking around and all that stuff?
I love Canada so much. Love it.
Beautiful, beautiful. So here it is now. So now I see the transition. You worked hard, the language barrier, but you got over the hump. You're by yourself now. You have a little girl. You're working, but then what says to yourself, I should become my own boss?
Well, when I was working through the night, 9 hours a day, and then I have to work nights and weekends, and I raise my daughter 100. She's 100% with me, and I'm like, do I want to live this life 10 years from now? Do I want to be working on the weekends through the night and I don't sleep? I don't have time, family time. Do I want that for myself? Even though I love my job, that's not what I wanted for myself. That's not the kind of life I envisioned for me, right? So from that, it came the idea. I started to do a lot of research. I love personal development stuff, have always loved. I started a blog. First about motherhood, then I don't want to talk about motherhood. I want personal development. Then I moved to personal development and I start just to be like fascinated with all the stuff. And then from that, I thought, I don't want to just be the reporter, like reporting the information. I really want to be inside. I want to be immersed in this world. And that's when I decided to be a life coach.
Okay, so you're doing the blogs, you're teaching people, and then you're like, there's more I can do. You know what I mean? You want to step in there. So then you want to become a life coach. But why about life coaching that attracted you?
I want to help people. I want single moms to see they have power. They are not powerless. They are not a victim of their circumstance. They can manage their minds and they can turn their life around. I did that with my life and they can do it. Not just single mom, but especially because I'm a single mom and I know how hard it is. It doesn't have to be that hard, right? We make it harder with the way we think, the things we believe, right?
Mm.
It doesn't need to be that way.
So here's the one question. Like before we started this show, I told you I just finished doing another show, right? And in that last show, I asked him this question. I want to ask you the same thing. So what keeps you going then? I mean, it is hard. Sometimes, you know, ladies want to stop. They're single, they have, kids like you. What do you do to not stop and give up?
First, I'm so grateful for everything I have. Would I rather not to have a daughter? No, no. I'm so thankful that I have my daughter. I'm so thankful for my life. I'm excited for the future that I'm creating. I'm excited with everything I'm learning. I'm excited the way I'm changing. So I'm in a place in my life right now that like I can't even believe it. Like I'm so happy. And there are struggles. It's not easy.
Mhm.
Tons of struggles. Still life can be amazing.
Yeah, you have to say, okay, every day I'm going to get up, do something different, do something new. And then yes, there's going to be roadblocks. You know what I mean? Every day there's a roadblock. Something simple that we don't even find out. It's how you handle those roadblocks. And that's how we get over. So tell us how you can help people get over that roadblocks.
One of the things that we do a lot, we look into our past to see
Mhm.
what is possible for us, right? So if you want to do something new, you can look into your past. You haven't done it before. You
Right.
can keep looking for evidence of what you have done it to decide what you can do, what you can be, who you can be. You really need to look to the future, and you need really to think who I want to be, what kind of person I want to be. And then when you have that very clear in your mind, you have to start to be that person today and feel that you have the results today. And you step in that person and be that person and live like intentionally. So your habits need to match with the person you want to be, right? So it's a daily work that you do, but so worth it. It changed your life like forever because it changed your mind. It changed the way you're thinking. You have to stop looking at everything that's not working. Start looking to what's working, because our brain is so negative. It just wants to go to, to the negative side of things. A lot of people say, nothing in my life is working. My life is a mess. And then something tiny happened, but then we generalize.
Yeah, it's over. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
That's it.
Done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Right?
I
I'm a failure. I'm a failure.
I think that's the breaking point. I think that's when we have to realize and say, wait a minute, let me take a step back. And was it really that bad? Because there's some days you can't do anything right. You pour yourself a glass of water, you reach to go get something, you spill the water. You know what I mean? You go to sit down to eat your food, you take a bite, it's too cold, you didn't warm it up, you have to get back up. You go to sit down, the phone, like things happen back to back. It's how you just say, release it.
How you respond, because you could laugh at those things too. You could just laugh and say, oh my goodness, that's let me go to bed and sleep. But you could laugh. You don't need to take things so seriously. You don't need to put meaning to everything that is something bad. The world is against you. You don't need to put those meanings, right? It's up to you what you make things mean.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What makes you smile?
What makes me smile? I think I'm being working so hard in managing my mind. I'm gonna give you an example. You might laugh about this.
Okay.
I was panicking to come to the show today. You would not believe it. I went to coaching sessions. I self-coached myself, and I decided that I was gonna show up for myself no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
No matter. I'm going to be nervous. Yes. And nervous is fine. It's fine. It's okay. I don't need to avoid being nervous, because I was trying not to be nervous. When I try not to be nervous, I got more nervous because I felt out of control, right? Because I couldn't stop it. So I just accepted. I'm here. And you know what? I'm having some fun here. So I'm happy. I'm laughing and I'm actually having fun.
And I'm glad that you decided to stay with us and not run away, because we're happy that you're here as well, and we're enjoying our conversation, and everybody else is. So, we're all of our viewers. If you have a comment or a question, please put it in the chat. We will get to it. So when we come back, we're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, I want to talk about your business, how you help people, and how, if someone's looking for help, what we can do. We're going to take a quick message from another person that likes to help, Carolyn Dickinson. Watch this. We'll be right back.
Thanks, Charles. I'm Carolyn Dickinson, and I'm here to tell you that the Life Success Board systems are live. These success boards have massive impact. The system will allow you to be able to envision that anything is possible for every area of your life. It'll give you direction, it'll give you focus, and it'll keep you moving forward. There are 8 success board systems available to you, plus bonuses. So for more information on this amazing system, click the link below. You don't want to miss it. Back to you, Charles.
Immigrant Women in Business, IWB, is a non-profit organization bringing together women from over 50 different countries around the globe. These women have now made Canada their home and share a common goal of providing value to their new sisters. Our motto of "We are stronger together" resonates with all members, and with a diverse membership of business leaders, entrepreneurs and community builders, our goal is to make Canada better and provide guidance and leadership to those that follow.
Yes, we're back live with my special guest, and we're going to take a look at her website right now and get to know a little bit more on how she can help you get over the hump, basically jump and, get over that nervousness to come on my show live and talk about you. When did you start?
So, like the blog for personal development, I started in 2019. And then I started to get into the coaching business last year. And I joined the Life Coach School. That's an awesome school with Brooke Castillo. She is my mentor. And that's it.
So then when you joined, what were you expecting? Like, let's be honest. You went in full force. You said, okay, what were you expecting and what did you get out of it?
Well, first I was expecting that wouldn't be that hard. I thought I can do this. Like it's not gonna be that hard. Then start the live calls, live coaching. I was like, okay, let me step up my game here. So I can keep up with this whole thing. There was a lot of hours I had to put in. But the thing is, even though it was hard, it was the best thing that has happened to me. It really got me out of my comfort zone. And it's really getting me to be the person I want to be. And I'm helping people. Like, I love helping people. That is like when I see my clients getting results and really seeing their mind and understanding that they are creating their results and they're completely, like the power is completely in their hands. It makes me so happy,
I like that what you said. The power is in your own hands. No one has
Yeah.
your power. You control your power. So I love that you just said that the power is in your hands. And I think we forget about that sometimes. We forget that we can control the narrative. You know what I mean? Do we want to get out of bed? It's up to you. You got to force yourself. Do it or don't do it. Do you want to pick up that phone and make a phone call and try to get that new client? The client is not going to come to you. You have to take that step and call that client. So you have the power. It's in your own hands. I like that a lot that you said that. Here, 5 tips to become your best self. 5 tips. All you got to do is register right here and you'll get the 5 tips of becoming your best self. It's real simple. Name, email, and then you just hit the download button and you instantly get the 5 tips. Because that's what sometimes we don't know what our best selves are. We need someone like yourself to help us, give us those little tips, and then we go, oh, that's what everybody keeps saying, or that's what it is.
Mhm.
So make sure you download right here, go to her website, click on it, and get the 5 tips. I guarantee you it will help you out. Everybody needs to do it. Get the 5 tips. It is something that will help you, and do it now. Do it today. Don't lose out on the 5 tips, because I think that is really important as well. So give us one tip that you do in the morning to get you going. What do you do to get yourself going?
You know what? You're going to laugh. I have Post-its all around my house, in the bathroom, here in my office, in the kitchen, with a lot of empowering questions. So, how can I honor myself today? How can I be better today than yesterday? How can my future be more exciting than my past? How can I show up as the person I want to be today? How can I have more fun today? How today is going to be an amazing day? So I keep asking these questions, so it sends your brain to find the answer to these questions. The problem is a lot of people wake up in the morning, oh my goodness, I have so much to do. I can't believe it. And then the brain goes into that dark place.
Yeah.
Right? And then the negativity takes over right in the morning. And then you carry that for the whole day, right?
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're doomed. So yeah, I start right in the morning. I do a few minutes of meditation every morning.
Mm-hmm.
But empowering questions, I brush my teeth, I'm looking at the question. So you can't forget, it's in my face, right? And I on purpose I keep asking me these questions the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
For this show, how can I make this show to be fun? Because I was scared, right? How can I make it fun? How can I show up the way I want to be? Like, how can I talk?
Yeah.
So, and not going to the dark place. Oh my goodness, I'm going to freeze. Oh, everything is going to go wrong.
Right.
No.
And it's and then I'll be honest with you, it took me a year to start my show, and I was in radio for over 15 years.
Wow.
So I don't know why I was like you, and I was like, I kept putting it off because I was scared to start. And then I just said something, well, if I fail, I fail, but at least I got to start. And then when it happens, I can't stop doing it. I meet great guests like yourself, fun people you're teaching me stuff as long as I'm talking to you about owning yourself. The power is in your hands. So I'm glad that you decide to come on my show because I learned from you as well. So that is a great story that we can all learn. You can all learn from each other, but we
For
have
sure.
to push it out there. Because if you
Yeah.
didn't push it out, I would have never met you. I would have never met your great story. I would have never learned from you. So you definitely have to take that chance and move forward.
Thank you.
Here's the thing I want to ask you. I'm looking at your website and it says unleash your potential. And here's the thing for me. I believe that God gave everybody that one gift, but we don't use it. A lot of us don't use it. My gift is my voice. Doing this, that's my gift. How do you unleash your potential?
Well, when you stop looking at the past and start looking at the future, and you start to believe in yourself, you start to do the things you scared.
Mm-hmm.
Despite being scared, you go and you do it. Really start to really manage your mind. Stop believing your brain. Number one, your brain is a liar. It tells you a lot of stories.
Yep.
And you take them as true.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the biggest problem because your brain wants to protect you.
Yeah.
From the cave times. We are not on those times anymore.
Right.
Right? We're going to do something that is scary and we will survive. Your brain starts, no, you're going to die. You're going to die. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We have to stop listening to our brains and we have to question everything. Right? That's the only way. Take responsibility for everything that happens in your life so you can change. Why do you blame other person? You blame the pandemic. You blame your partner. You blame the world. You can't change.
But you're not looking at yourself.
Yeah, you have to take responsibility and say what I can do here. Like, because it's really not the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
The thoughts you have about the pandemic that is making you feel a certain way. And when you feel that way, it creates the actions that produce your results.
They say that you have 3 to 5 seconds to change your own mind. So when you think that you want to do something, do it right away because, like you said, you have 3 to 5 seconds where you go, maybe not. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'll change my mind. So just do it.
The brain is always going to say you're not good enough, right? Anything you're going to try to do new, you don't like for you to feel self-confidence. You have to do it without the experience, and you have to accept whatever result is going to happen. If you fail, you fail. If there is humiliation, embarrassment, you're willing to experience that, to grow, to learn. Right? If you're never willing to learn, to experience any negative emotion, you can't grow. You can't grow.
Learn from it.
Right? So,
all right. So here we're going to do a quick game. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to come right back. And then we're going to start a quick game to have some fun before we let you go. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. CMJ Entertainment is a one-stop shop. CMJ Entertainment helps people do any type of events, and it's a marketing tool as well. So we'll cover everything from start to finish. If it's a wedding, we'll make sure your wedding is over the top. And if it's an event, we make sure that everybody gets information at the end of the day. Give us a call at 416-414-8964 or online, go to cmjent.com. All right, we're back. And we're going to have a quick game. It's called Rapid Fire. Are you ready?
Yes, I
Oh.
hope so.
All right, here we go. Favorite color?
Black.
Favorite food?
Feijoada. It's a Brazilian dish with black beans and pork.
Okay, you got to explain some more. What? Because now
Oh, it's delicious. Like black beans and a little pieces of pork in the middle. I don't cook, so I can't explain much better than this, but it's awesome. Go to a Brazilian restaurant and try feijoada. It's awesome.
Okay, now I'm hungry. All right, favorite book?
Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill. I love it. Yeah, there are many, but yeah, I love that one.
What is your hidden talent?
I'm an excellent driver.
There you go. All right. What song do you sing before you jump on stage?
I love Hold My Hand. Yeah.
All right. What song do you sing in the shower when no one's around?
Julie and the Phantoms. My daughter watched that all the time, and the songs are absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
All right. Favorite place to go to be by yourself?
That never happens, so that's very hard to answer. But what I can tell is a favorite place I like to go because I'm never by myself. Disney.
Okay.
Love.
Okay. Well, if you said Disney, what's your favorite Disney character?
Minnie.
All right. Now, last one. If I give you $1 million, what are you going to buy?
A lot of coaching. I would probably join some mastermind and invest.
Nice. The investment part I want to hear. Okay, I have to give you one more question. If you can meet anybody in the past, in the future, anybody around the world, who would you meet and why?
Right now, I would pick Brooke Castillo. She's my mentor from the Life Coach School. And I'm just so in love with her teaching and everything I'm learning from her. And she's such an interesting person. I would love to spend an afternoon with her and be able to talk about all the coaching stuff.
All right. So here it is. From Brazil, I only have 2 days to go there. Tell me the 3 spots I have to visit.
Rio, Salvador, and Maceió.
Oh, okay. And then when's the best time to go party?
In Brazil, anytime. Every time is party time. But Carnival is pretty special. Carnival is special.
Okay. So you have to get dressed up. How do you do it?
When I was a kid, yes. Then later on, not so much. But I love Carnival. Love
There
it.
you go. There you go. If
So
you
much
can,
fun.
if you can shout out anybody before we let you go, who do you want to say hi to out there that's watching?
I want to say hi to my mom, actually. She supports me in everything, and I never talk about her. So I want to say hi to my mom. Mom, I love you.
There you go. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining the show. I had a blast, and I hope you had fun too.
I did. Thank you so much.
So here you go. Check out her website. Please go there and take a look. She's there to help you. Send her an email. But before you do that, just give her a call. 416-434-5919. That's 434-5919. And ask her about this dish that she keeps talking about with the beans and this is the pork inside. And what is it called again?
Feijoada.
First, see, I'm going to go Google that right now. Thanks for watching, everybody. You have a great time.
Thank
We'll see
you.
later. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Has come to an end. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help